WWE goes wild for Fatu. Jacob Fatu steals the show. Fatu sends WWE into chaos. Jacob Fatu takes over. WWE can't ignore Fatu. What happens when one man walks into an arena and instantly changes the mood of an entire wrestling show? And what if the loudest reaction of the night wasn't caused by a championship match, a shocking return, or a surprise attack, but simply by Jacob Fatu being Jacob Fatu? If you've been following WWE lately, then you already know something special is happening. Every time Jacob Fatu appears on television, the atmosphere changes. The energy feels different. The crowd becomes louder. The tension becomes heavier. And suddenly, everyone is paying attention because nobody truly knows what might happen next. That unpredictability is exactly what has turned Jacob Fatu into one of the most talked about stars in WWE today. Fans aren't just watching him. They're studying every move he makes, every stare he gives, every reaction he gets from the people around him. And honestly, that's the sign of someone who is becoming far more important than many people expected. Before we go any further, let me know in the comments. Do you think Jacob Fatu is destined to become the future leader of the Bloodline, or is there an even bigger twist waiting around the corner? And if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe because we're covering all the latest WWE drama, surprises, and story developments. Now let's talk about what makes Jacob Fatu different. WWE has no shortage of talented performers. There are plenty of athletes who can perform incredible moves. There are plenty of stars who can cut great promos. There are plenty of wrestlers who can deliver memorable matches. But Jacob Fatu has something that can't really be taught. Presence. The moment he appears, people stop whatever they're doing and focus on him. Fans in the arena rise from their seats. Viewers at home lean closer to their screens. Even the other wrestlers seem to react differently whenever he's around. It's almost like everyone understands that something important could happen at any moment. And that's what makes him such a fascinating character in today's WWE. Think about it. Modern wrestling fans are smarter than ever. They follow rumors. They watch interviews. They listen to podcasts. They analyze every little detail. Sometimes fans are predicting storylines months before they happen. Honestly, some wrestling fans deserve investigative journalism awards with the amount of detective work they do online. Yet somehow Jacob Fatu continues to keep people guessing. That's not easy. In fact, it's incredibly rare. Every appearance creates new questions. Every segment opens new possibilities. Every interaction feels meaningful. Fans leave each show wondering what it all means and where things might be heading next. That's exactly what happened when Jacob Fatu sent the WWE Universe into a frenzy. The crowd wasn't simply reacting because they were supposed to react. They were emotionally invested. They were hanging on to every moment. Every movement felt important. Every expression seemed to tell part of a larger story. You could practically feel the anticipation building with each passing second. And that's where things became really interesting. Because the reaction wasn't just about one moment. It wasn't just about one appearance. It wasn't even just about one storyline. It was about everything Jacob Fatu has been building ever since he arrived. Fans have started to realize that he's becoming one of the central figures in WWE's biggest ongoing story. That's a huge deal. The Bloodline storyline has already produced countless unforgettable moments. It has involved championships, betrayals, reunions, power struggles, and emotional confrontations. Some of the biggest stars in the industry have been part of this story. Yet somehow Jacob Fatu has managed to carve out his own unique place within it. And that's why the WWE Universe can't stop talking about him. What's especially impressive is that Jacob Fatu doesn't need lengthy speeches to get people invested. Some wrestlers need 20 minutes and a microphone to tell their story. Jacob Fatu can communicate an entire message with a single look. One stare. One expression. One moment of silence. And fans immediately understand that something bigger is happening beneath the surface. That's real star power. The arena atmosphere reflected that perfectly. You could hear the excitement growing. The anticipation kept building. Fans weren't waiting for a match. They were waiting for a moment. There's a huge difference. Anybody can have a match. Only a few people can create moments that fans remember for years. Jacob Fatu is starting to create those moments regularly. The more you watch him, the more obvious it becomes that he's connecting with the audience on a deeper level. Fans believe in what they're seeing. They believe in the intensity. They believe in the emotion. They believe in the danger he brings whenever he steps into a WWE arena. And authenticity matters. Wrestling fans can spot something fake from a mile away. They know when someone is trying too hard. They know when a character doesn't feel genuine. They know when somebody is forcing a reaction. Jacob Fatu doesn't have that problem. Everything about him feels natural. Everything about him feels real. That's one of the biggest reasons the crowd continues to embrace him. As the night unfolded, the reactions kept getting louder. The excitement continued to grow. The audience became completely invested in everything happening around him. Whether fans were watching live in the arena or from their living rooms, they could feel that something important was taking place. And that's not easy to achieve. Professional wrestling is built on emotional connection. The biggest stars are the ones who make fans care. The ones who make people feel something. Right now, Jacob Fatu is doing exactly that. What's even more exciting is the fact that this may only be the beginning. Seriously, think about it. He's still building his legacy. He's still creating memorable moments. He's still developing his place within WWE's biggest storylines. And despite all of that, the reactions he's receiving are already reaching another level. Imagine where he'll be 6 months from now. Imagine where he'll be a year from now. Imagine what happens if tensions within the bloodline continue to grow. Imagine what happens if loyalties begin to shift. Imagine what happens if Jacob Fatu decides that following someone else's lead isn't enough anymore. Now we're talking about some truly fascinating possibilities. Because that's where the mystery begins. Nobody knows exactly what comes next. And that's exactly why fans can't look away. Wrestling is always at its best when viewers genuinely don't know what's around the corner. The uncertainty creates excitement. The mystery creates anticipation. The possibility of something unexpected keeps people invested. Right now, Jacob Fatu represents all of those things. He represents uncertainty. He represents opportunity. He represents chaos. And let's be honest, wrestling fans absolutely love chaos.